Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope you are having a good time of day. I am the DJ Atomica, and this is Dishonored, the Brigmore Witches. Once again, we are back, ready to join this world of... I still haven't learned the name of it. I'm just calling it the world of Dunwall for now. You'll have to forgive me, lore masters. But yes, hello. Hello, Peacekeeper Games. Hello, GG's Worlds. Thank you for the first time chat. It's good to see you. Hope everybody's doing fine on this Saturday afternoon, at least where I am. For me, it's 80 degrees outside, but it's sunny. It's nice. There's construction going on outside my window. Finally, they're finally getting it done. Hopefully it won't be too loud. If you hear any construction noises, that's the reason. So, it's looking like we're nearing, or I think we're in the final mission of this game, if I'm not, or the DLC at least, if I'm not mistaken. So, hopefully we'll get to finish that today. I hope it's not that difficult. Could be, based on the last DLC. Could be. I might have a stream of pain in store for me today. Who knows? If we do finish the Brigmore Witches, I have Dishonored 2 ready to go, already downloaded and installed. So, we'll move on to that if we finish this. But the story as it stands right now, we are Dowd, the Master Assassin, the man who killed the Empress, and we're looking for a woman named Delilah. Turns out she's a witch who lives in Brigmore Manor with a bunch of other witches, and we just got there, and oh boy, things are weird here. It honestly feels like stepping into a completely different game. So, we're trying to go stealthy, we're trying to go non-lethal, just because I don't feel like fighting a whole bunch of witches, for no other reason than that. But that's kind of how we've been playing Dishonored, largely. It's a fun, little extra challenge. I like playing games stealth non-lethal when I have the chance. So without any further ado, let's dive in and try to remember where I left my poor self last time. Ah. Right. You won't see me up here, right? I'm fairly certain I perched myself in a spot where you don't see. Yeah, this is a bit of a harrowing entry. Welcome. GG, are you familiar with Dishonored as a series? Have you ever played it, ever seen it played? Just so that I can tailor my explanations here. Nope. All right. Well, this is an immersive sim, which is I guess you could call it a subgenre of games that let you approach problems how you want. You can go very, very action lethal, you can go very stealth non-lethal, anywhere in between. Many different paths, many different ways to achieve the same objective. Might be worth, honestly, poking around to see if I see any other ways of doing this myself. Right, so I came in the conservatory here. I remember this place. Like, this is the way I came. And that doesn't appear to be anything to do with this door. Okay, so this, maybe a roof? Oh, why did I sound French there? Oh, magnifique. Hey, we get treasure chest at least. Page from an old book. Books? Who reads? Not me. I'll get those in a second. I just want to check out what we have here. So I'm constantly on the lookout for ways to approach problems in an unconventional way. Uh-huh. I don't think they're gonna give me much to go on, frankly. Well, let's read these pages and see if they give us anything useful. Thorns. This is fiction, okay. Book on landscaping. What the hell? Effective garden design must entice the casual observer by drawing them through the garden gates with promise of the idyllic. Yet once inside, it must continue to captivate the senses, compelling visitors to linger among lush greenery and well-positioned decor. The tranquility of a solitary pool, the perfume of jasmine flowers, the drape of an ancient woody clematis? I don't know enough plants. Across the estates of Dunwall, all these must serve to soothe and beguile those who adventure into the well-tended garden of our gentry. I just feel bad for the knees of stealth heroes in video games. Look, the knees take a beating, but you, like, the glutes, the thighs, unparalleled. It's you're not getting a better leg day than a stealth video game. That much is sure. So you gotta take the good with the bad. Find the silver linings. Dowd's cheeks are caked up, and I can prove this, I'm sure. Whether one chooses manicured symmetry or the illusion of wild growth, certain fundamentals must always apply. Variations of shape and size to excite the vision, cohesive themes to calm the spirit, complementary scents and colors, as noted in the high-walled gardens of Lord and Lady Mortigan Pluff. The names in this game, they're not quite British. It feels like they're making fun of British names. Place marble sculpture throughout as a means of transporting the visitor to a world of imagination. In keeping with the influential vision set forth by the beloved Borrigan sisters, daughters of the late Jonathan and Olivia Sutter, coo to those visiting your manor garden with coordinated sounds. The soft splash of the fountain, the trickling of a stone-walled stream, and the rustle of a Shirkonan sheath oaks from high above. Remember, a magical meeting place can be as simple as periwinkle-draped bower over a crunching gravel pathway, or a pedestal bench nestled under the boughs of a crown willow. Well, that didn't give me that much information, truth be told. Page from an old book, written in scrawling hand. Dreary waters, hissing daughters. Crack 3 green shells and steal their pearls. Turn the spigot and drink from the misery of a broken house. Gulp and swallow, follow, follow. 3 wet marbles down the gullet. Do this for me, dearie, and I'll give you a birthday gift. Granny. Dreary waters, hissing daughters. That's gotta be here, right? We're in a swamp with a bunch of witches. 3 pearls. Turn the spigot. If we find a spigot... Oh yeah, that's an objective now. A witch in a red jacket has information for you. I would love information. Granny's spell, I'll figure out what to do there. So, if I turn both of these off, what direction does it... Like 3 river crust pearls. Well, I'm assuming that I have to go out to the river for that. Gosh darn it. What are you? The 6th stricture. Restrict the wanton flesh. Truly there is no quicker means by which a life can be upheaved and sifted than by the depredations of uncontrolled desire. What avail is the concourse of a prostitute? The attention of a loose companion? Nothing. And what of the fruit of such unions? Only sorrow is born, only misery is multiplied. Within these things the outsider dwells. Alright. So... I'm slowly piecing together, probably slower than I should, the competing religious sects of this universe. I'm assuming that there's nothing. Maybe I should check. Maybe I should not assume. Do I see anyone? Bone charm. Oh, hello. Oh, you're down a ways. I hear things. That's the problem. I hear the dogs. I hear the undead dogs. The zombie hounds. Hear you. There you are. I see you. Would tranquilizers even work on you? Oh, right. And Delilah, the statue, is also watching. I can't cut that. Switch it. No, this is not the way. This is not the way I should be going. Okay, you're in a blue coat, so you're definitely not who I need to see. I worry I may have missed the turncoat. Anything but zombie dogs? Yeah, it's not the best thing to encounter, I'll be frank. Fine, I'll turn on the pearls. Estate. Backyard, yeah. Alright, well, unfortunately I'm not seeing any alternative way to go than the way that I did last time, so here we are. This is our alternate path. We just need to scope out the situation. Alright. I see you going that way. And it's so many zombie dogs. Like, they all have zombie dogs. Is that another Delilah statue? I think it might be. Okay, avoid the gazebo. I'm pretty sure Delilah, the main witch, can see through her statues. This is based on nothing concrete, just sort of a vague feeling I have. Alright, I know that there was a witch up there on that ridge. Have I any better vantage points to get to? Can I blink somewhere over here? It doesn't look like they're giving me that. Nope. They'll give me that for sure. But not anything else. Alright. We're committed. Hey, that's a bone charm. I'll pick up a bone charm. Max mana? Yeah. Oh yeah, I switched this off. I remember this from last time. Okay. Scary staring statues. I think they can move. Like, it's not even just staring. Because that's what we encountered in the last DLC, was Delilah in one of her statues. Can I get up there? No, that's just a branch. What I'm deeply worried about is one of these witches teleporting behind me. I know you had... It was one of you that was over on a path here. I feel like I need to just keep this on. Except the trees are blocking my view. Wait a minute. These aren't real trees? What's going on here at the manor? Look at these leaves. They're thin. The moving statues are very unsettling, especially because the first time that we saw it in the last DLC, they gave us essentially no build-up. They just kind of dropped a moving, talking statue on us, and everyone kind of played it like it was cool. So I guess that's just a thing that happens in this universe. I didn't know about the moving statues, frankly, when I got here. Alright, so there's you. I don't want to deal with the dogs, man. There's no way a trank works on them. They're dead. There's no way a trank works on a dead thing. Alright. I keep this out just for... Nope, 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 nope. I knew it, I knew it. You didn't see me. I was afraid of that.
Another spill playing mischief.
That's exactly what I was afraid of. Okay, it's fine. As long as I keep this thin steeple between me and you, everything should be kosher. You do have a long walk cycle, though, so that's an advantage. Alright, trees are blocking you. You're there. I have to sneeze. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Everything's fine. We're good. Good. Yeah, that's the Delilah statue, and it's highlighted like an enemy, so... Okay, that's you down there. I wonder... I do wonder if I can get up top from this ridge, now that I'm thinking about it. It might be worth a shot. I'm gonna wait for this one to leave. Slow and steady. Nothing fancy. Alright. Can I get on top of the manor from here? Feels like they should let me do that. But the architecture suggests that's probably not what they're gonna let me do. Ah. See, if this was a real house, they'd let me do this, but they will not. Why would you let me up here? What's the point of that? Ah, it was worth a shot. Alright, let's continue this path, then, and see where this takes us. This path down. There's gotta be some kind of hiding place down here. A waterfall? I can handle a waterfall. Oh, hello. It's ocean. And something else? I thought I saw something else. You moved. That scared me. You can't do that. Heard teleport noise. Come on, you can't just unstealth me from getting out of the water. That's not cool. All right. We're going around here. Getting stealthy, getting quiet. Ooh, Tibian ore. My favorite kind of ore. It really feels like I should be able to get on top of these things. Yeah, I can. I can tree climb. That's what I like to see. Okay. And I'm up here. Where here is not yet clear, but it is here. He rhymed. Do people often have a favorite kind of ore? I imagine... I mean, people have a favorite kind of rocks. Rocks are kind of like ore. I have a favorite type of rock. I like quartz. Is quartz an ore? It doesn't feel like an ore. What constitutes an ore? Any geologists in chat? GG, does the G by any chance stand for geology? Dare I hope? Alright, well there's something there. Oh no, you're a villain. You're an enemy. Not so, sorry, I had to ask. Where's the other Where's the other guy? Oh, was it you shooting me from over there? Could you see me from over there? Is that why you... Oh, I see. You're just being mean. Stands for genius? Well, that might still be helpful then. Do you know why people call certain things ores and certain things not ores? Alright, what do we actually have here? That's a tin of whale oil. That's more tins of whale oil. What do we have that's useful here? Got some potions, got a whatever the heck that is. What is that? What is that? And that's the trap. Okay, well. Just with a brace of rabbits tonight.
Sister, you ought to have your mind on more important. One of them she sent to Draper's ward was supposed to bring you.
That's the Red Jacket Witch. We found her. Hot damn. Hey, does that mean that this is...
What might this... Sisters!
Wait,
over
what?
Here. Lead for us!
I was supposed to meet you. Huh, well now I'm confused. I'm confused by the quest. I'm also a little confused how the witches haven't killed me yet. You're supposed to be witches, right? You're supposed to be the Brigmore witches? Guys, I'm not making this hard for you. Okay, there we go. Okay, interesting. It's Boo! Hello, Boo! How are you doing? I think I got the letters, right? I HTML book. Yeah. Okay, cool. Nice save point. Good job, game. How are you doing today, Boo? Ore is something you can extract from rocks. So is the idea it's like a pure substance kind of thing? Well, no, that couldn't be true. You got like marble ore or something. Enjoying my day off? Just got out of bed? Hell yes! We love days off. Oh, Mod got something there. Was that a spam? I don't see it anymore. My eyes are protected from it. All right. Well, first things first. Good bot. Thank you, Siri bot. Let's go over here, get this stuff. Yeah, I'll take some bolts. No, I won't, because I'm full on bolts. I think they give us this gazebo thing here just to get around this witch that inevitably comes up this hill. That's my vain hope. Into the water. A key! Brigmore front door key. Well, that's useful. Enter through the front door. That seems too good to be true. There's no way that's a viable option. Maybe. Maybe it is. Well, yes, thank you for coming to join us on your day off. Gotta get Artivian ore. Can't be oreless. Come on. Leaves. There we go. So yeah, if I... The Red Jacket Witch. Yeah, that's you. I was certain What is the actual mission? A witch in a red jacket has information for you. What is... What am I supposed to be doing here? Because I thought I was just supposed to meet her. Let me save so that I can experiment a bit. Oh, this is the first formal save I have in this level. What are you doing? Am I supposed to just... Was it too early? Were you still, like, not in turncoat mode? I guess so. I guess I wasn't... it wasn't time.
Don't think I'm on your side, because I'm not. If you raise a hand to any of my sisters but Delilah, you'll answer to me.
Okay.
Understood. What have you got?
When her ritual's done, Emily Caldwin's mind will be gone, and Delilah will look out through her eyes the rest of her life.
Oh.
And Delilah will rule as Empress.
That's up to you. I've got my money. That's all I need.
Wait, what about a way in?
Use the crypt. There's a lever that opens one of the tombs. The lever is kept in the shed. That's all I can tell you.
Okay, that's a lot that you can tell me, actually. Hell yeah. Wow, that's actually an insane amount of useful information. Thank you. Alright, that was worth every penny. Garden shed. Yeah, I know you see me. Okay, so let's try and figure out where there's a lever in here somewhere. Alright, so that's state, front door, yeah, okay. That's all fairly useless information. Okay, we need to figure out where this lever is. Is that the lever? That could be the lever. That looks leverish to me. The problem is dealing with this guy. And I'm just like... Does that count as lethal? Probably counts. Probably counts as lethal, now that I think about it. Alright, so what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to heal up and get ready to just tank the acid. Blink here, heavy lever, sleep dart. I'll take sleep darts. I'll give them to you as well. Mission clues updated. Belongs to some mechanism, perhaps something the ground... Perhaps searching the grounds is in order. It's been disabled. The missing lever may be in the estate's garden shed. Right. So we need to go to the crypt. Oh yeah, the graveyard. There it is. Alright. So we do need to navigate a bit here. Excuse me. You can't be serious. No.
Where are you?
Alright, nobody saw me. That's fine. I was worried there for a second. Alright, so next step is we need to get to
Be thorough.
the graveyard.
You must make sure.
Graveyard is over there. Do I...
Tricks on me.
First of all, can I get up there? I can. I shouldn't. Okay. That's my bad. So, there are people up there. I see you. I see the thing that tells me to get on top. There it be. Okay. Well, that's not a fantastic place to teleport, all things considered. What if over there? Can I get over there? I can get up there. There's another one of you. Damn it. Hey, some copper wire. That's what I'm here for. Graveyard is that way. I remember the graveyard. I came in through the graveyard. I can go back out to the graveyard, I think, if I'm careful. God, it would be nice if I could just go on the top of the building here, but I cannot. So, we are going to have to improvise. Alright, that's all of you over there. Fountain doesn't really offer me anything. Alright, so let's go around back the way we came. That blink looks satisfying to use. It really is. It's... yeah, tree? I think I'll start with tree. Yeah, it's one of the best movement mechanics in the game. Probably the best movement mechanic in the game. I should keep my eyes peeled here. It is one of my favorite ways to get around, because it obviously lets you get on top of things and skip over distances, and that's a really useful thing in a stealth game. It often it can backfire sometimes if you're not careful. No, not you. You. Right. Okay, I think the path is clear. Double check behind me. Okay, we should be good. I don't know where you teleport to when you get up here, but I'm gonna just pretend that you are not even a factor. What's frustrating is that the blink ability starts off a little bit less powerful than what I have right now. So it's not uncommon for you to encounter something that you're like, oh, that's clearly...
Dowd. I grow sick of this assassin.
Yeah.
The other sisters speak of him with a tiny shudder of awe in their voices, like stupid schoolgirls.
Oh.
Don't worry, love. The hounds will warn us, or the statues. And then we'll descend on him like a murder of crows, and we'll pick his bones clean.
There's another one of you in here? There is. Okay, there's two of you. Alright, well, you're actually going to be a little bit of a problem for me. If I'm trying to do this path, where do you go? Do you go anywhere? Wait, there were potions there this whole time? Aw, man. That's what I get for always crouching down. Y'all are just in this room, huh? Well, let's hope that I can get out of their visual range. That's what I'm banking on right now. Oh, hey. Copper wire. I can sell that. If I can't see them from here, they can't see me, right? That's how it works. That's how vision works. Yeah, there's the graveyard. The problem is I need to get out and... I don't know if you can see me, right? Nobody's looking good. Need to get out. without getting seen by the hounds.
Yet, will she last, I wonder?
Oh, yes, my dear. Oh, yes.
A new sister, eh? Alright, well there's the front door. I could just go in the front door, but the problem is that there's a zombie hound. If there were only a way out from up here. I mean, that's... Let's perch here to get a little bit of a better idea what we're working with. None of you can see. Maybe it isn't too far away. That's good. I could try to... try to break one of the windows, but I feel like that would just cause alarm. Oh wait, you're seeing me. Do I have abilities? I must have powers that I can use here. Completely stops time for a shorter duration. You move normally. Maybe. Let's try it. I haven't really played with the bend time stuff. You need to slow the world around you for a limited time, or until you press left trigger again to end the power. Level 2 time is completely stopped. Enemies and security systems are unaware of you for this duration. 6 runes! Jesus Christ. Alright. Well. No time like the present to try this out. Let's bend time. Right, how long does this give me? That's a fairly decent amount of time. Alright, let's top ourselves back up there. Get an idea of what our plan of action is here. I think it's just to move out and around that way. Getting there would be swell. I think there's a dog that patrols that path. At least for some time. Oh, okay, hold on. There's 2 of you there. I can't see you in the vision, which is frustrating. Alright. Let's really dig into our mana here. I'll throw you there just in case. Oh, right. This gives me like a ledge to move on. That's actually way more convenient. I forgot the geometry here. Right, so there's the graveyard. The dogs don't see me here like this, right? Right. Jesus H. Christ, there's so many of them. Nope, somebody sees me. That was... Yeah, that was a dog. Alright. So, the trees are not a great way to hide. But it looks like the graveyard is relatively untended. If I could get up here. That looks like a lever. Alright, where do you go? Where do you go, doggy? you saw me. I don't know how you saw me, but you saw me. For that matter, how did any of you see me over here? I don't even know what you could do to get me if I'm up here. If you can growl at me. Oh, and you can summon the witches too. Alright, well that's... Alright, I think I might just attempt this again, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. There's grave switch. Repair the grave switch. Can I use the grave switch? I can. Well, you know I'm here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's the rats. Close this back up? Yeah, nice. Nice, okay, that's that problem dealt with. Okay.
We know you're here, you scullywug.
Scullywug? What did you call me? Whoops. Alright, well this isn't great. Oh, that's one of the statues. Yeah, well, you know I'm here already. Let's go to Brigmore Manor. Right, okay. So now nobody knows I'm here, right? Search the manor for Delilah. Alright, let's just, Granny's spell, collect 3 crust pearls. How many do I have, actually? How many pearls do I have? Gadgets, ammo, upgrades, resources, I assume it would be in. I have none. Okay. Alright, do a little scan. See who's around. I'll take a pouch. I'll take a health elixir. I could use those, yeah. Matter of fact, give me everything. Alright, they're really stalking me.
I thought the flooded district was run down.
Oh. I don't like the sounds. Alright. As usual, my strategy is to get as high up as possible as soon as I can. Jesus. I just hear sounds. Oh, hey, hello. Who are you? You're not a Brigmore witch. You don't look very witch-like at all. I'm just looking for some place that I can... Brigmore Sextant. Oh, that's just an item that I can sell. Alright. So we're searching for Delilah. That much is clear. That's not near me. Okay. And is that? So that's the tripwires. Is there another way that I could have gotten in? I think it might have been. So...
I'm glad I found it. Is the painting of the void sealed?
Yes. I put the lantern back in Our Lady's studio. It'll be ready when she calls.
But I don't think Delilah will return this way. When she calls us, it will be to Dunwall Tower.
Is she not here?
Probably true.
Evie, may I confess something to you? Promise not to tell the others.
Of course. You can always confide in me.
I don't know if that's
When
true.
I was in the studio, I painted the mark on my hand, just to see. It was foolish, I know, but I couldn't help myself.
Never be ashamed of your ambition. It's why she chose you.
Thank you. Your words are always exactly what I need, Evie. If only my birth sisters had been more like you.
Okay.
Well, if they had, they'd still be alive, wouldn't they?
Interesting. Alright, so let's review that information real quick. Delilah's studio. Okay, so that's, I guess, where we need to go. Delilah has a studio somewhere inside the manor. It seems to contain something of value. Right. The only thing it gives me is pointing to the exterior. Alright, well this... Actually, if I wiggle my way around here... I can get up top. You can't give me sounds like that, game. It's always like right behind me and to my left. It's always like that. Makes it feel like they're teleporting right behind me. Someday it's gonna happen. Someday it's gonna be true. And even with all of this priming, I'm still not gonna be ready for it. Alright, what are you? You're clearly something important. Oh, I found Delilah's studio. Well, look at all these traps. Right, because you're trying to possess Emily.
Emily Caldwin.
That's why you stole the lock of hair. Okay. Teleports behind you. Literally, that's what I'm afraid of. West Wing Key? That show's been off the air for years. Anyway, okay. This is strange. I'm not gonna mess with the strange lantern until I know that I'm... until I have everything. The Fugue Feast. Excerpt from a book on the celebrations and holidays. At the end of every year, after the last day of the month of songs, we begin the Fugue Feast. The new year has not yet started, and thus the time that follows is outside the calendar. A period of celebration and feasting begins, during which the people abandon the very practices that keep them whole and healthy over the year. Many leave their homes, euphoric with spirits or potent herbs. Some paint their faces or wear masks to conceal themselves as they pursue their passions without reservation. When the right cosmological signs are observed, and it is time for the calendar to begin anew, the sitting high overseer calls for the hymn of atonement, and the Fugue Feast ends. Families return to their homes, wives to their husbands, enemies put down weapons, and fires are extinguished. No complaint is given for those who have wronged others, deviated from ancient codes, or discarded oaths. For this time during the astrological alignment does not exist, and is not recorded. The following day starts the new year, marked on the first day of the month of Earth, as it has always been. Okay, so they have, like, the Purge? They've got the Purge in this world. Interesting. Alright, fiction. I'm usually not interested in reading, like, in-universe fiction. Delilah's journal. Alright. Now that the painting is finished, I will sit in young Lady Emily's skin and wear her face like a mummer's mask. Havelock and his lickspittles will put the child on the throne, but it is me they will be crowning. Delilah, the kitchen girl from Dunwall Tower. They called me Sokolov's apprentice, but whose paintings reach through to the spirit. Mine. They will never know their blunder. but I will be sure to whisper it into their ears at their executions. My followers will bear the lantern to the gallery in order to open the way to the void. There I will use the painting to complete the ritual. My walk into Emily's flesh must be undisturbed. The ritual has other uses, which I will explore over time. Any image made by my hand could serve as the focal point for the spell. I imagine one of my enemies as a still life, imprisoned in a bowl of fruit without amusement.
So Delilah wants to use Emily to become...
Yeah, we've established that. Oh, I guess if you didn't get the... Oh, is this like concept art for Emily in the second game? That's neat. Yeah, I'll pick this up. Absolutely, she's going to notice that. Apparently used to open the gate through one of Delilah's paintings. So, the gallery. I seek the gallery now. Alright. Everything's cool. Everything's chill. Everything is A-okay. Hello, Kixie. How are you doing today? We are playing the Brigmore Witches. The gallery. Alright, so Delilah the Witch apparently has the plan to possess the Empress-to-be and become actual Empress in her stead. How's it going? It's going pretty good. It's a nice day out today. A little bit warm, but, you know. That's how it is. You're absolutely gonna notice me. So I think I need to play it safe. Why are you in there, sir? I'm gonna save, because I have a bad feeling about this. I think this might be a trap. Well, even if it isn't a trap, you're about to come and look this way, so, well, pause. Pause. Hey there, Delilah. Oh, hi, Dids. How are you doing today? We are... Oh, crap. How far this way do you come? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, you go pretty far ways. Hi, monkey. Okay, I can do a stretch and a hydrate. I'm in the middle of a zone right now. All right, stretch. Ugh. We have an ad starting in 3 minutes. Everybody, brace yourselves. And my message still isn't working. I can't figure out why my bot doesn't do the ad message. Thank you very much for the care package, monkey. What's like in Dunwall City? Howdy. I don't actually know the song that you're referencing, so I am unable to sing along. I'll take the elixir. Is it just... wait. Saw. I saw. Okay, that's workable. Is there really only one person in this entire... room? Usurping an empress, just another day's work? It's... oh, fuck, you're coming back? Alright, I need to... It's really just one person, which is funny. But they cover the entire area of the room. Yeah, usurping an empress is just kind of what people do in this universe, I guess. It's like football. It's just a pastime. It's after my time? Yeah, you may be right. Alright, I need to investigate what the hell is going on here.
Please, no. Don't make me eat anymore. I can't. Brother Marcus, I denounce the Abbey.
Oh.
Wandering gaze, lying tongue, restless hands, roving feet, rabbit. The 7 strictures are 7 lies.
What happened to you?
What happened to you?
I denounce the oracles. The oracles. They saw. The Caldwood girl is the key. The girl in the painting.
Yeah.
Where's Delilah?
Over here.
Oh. That's not good. Okay, so yeah, that was a trap.
A silk thread.
You gonna take me out? What even was that attack? Okay. Yeah, no.
Poor thing. Oh,
We'll start that over. I had a suspicion. I knew it. It's by the Plain White Teas, which sounds like an evil version of the Black Eyed Peas. You have darts? I have darts, yeah. I suppose I could always use darts. I did get caught. You might be right.
Please, no.
Brother Pradcliffe, you are charged with surveillance of the Butcherhaven district and surrounding estates. Travel there immediately and report all findings of to the office of the High Overseer. If any signs of organized heresy are uncovered, send for additional support. Do not attempt to handle the situation alone. Remember the strictures, and you will not fail.
Don't make me eat anymore. I can't.
I was unable to extract much from this one. He was well trained. Feeding him his former companion elicited mostly useless sounds and mess. I'll try again tomorrow unless he becomes violently deranged, in which case I'll have little choice but to put him down.
Brother.
Warning on corrupted charms. Whatever.
I denounce the...
And who might this be?
Nope, nothing. It's fine. Nothing to worry about at all. Night Rain just be 13 days away? Wait, what is Night Rain? Help me out here, monkey. What is that? I feel like I ought to teleport across this hallway and then just find a way down. That's what my instinct tells me. Smell them ring. Oh! Right. Oh, is that like the multiplayer Elden Ring thing? Okay, well, here's stairs. Is this how I came up?
Does Lady Delilah favor me, do you think? Has she mentioned me?
Please, I'm sick of hearing about it.
Uh-oh. Oh, it is the multiplayer one. Cool. More exterior, rune. Where am I headed? Gallery is that way. This was the wrong choice, methinks. Wait, but now the gallery is that way. Where is the gallery? I feel like I'm going nuts. gallery. Is this hallway here? I think this is the way to go. I'm betting on this. Just in case I need to move. All right. Little grab. One takedown. That's fine. Always on the lookout for people, because they're the ones that can get me. I'll take your war medal, absolutely. Should I be trying to get the runes and stuff? I don't know. I feel like I'm very close to the end now. It's just a little point. The gallery looks to be there. That's cool. No, the gallery's 80 meters that way. I feel like I'm being given the runaround here. Game. Wait, what's over there?
One of my dear sisters has wandered away from me.
Oh. So all this then. Interesting. Do you come up here? You feel like you might. No! That was insanely lucky. That was insanely lucky. Okay. I think I teleported through her? Let's hope nobody notices she's gone. Okay. That's what I meant to do. I'm blowing my nose non-stop this week. It's a pretty heavy allergen week. I don't know. Might just be a season like that. Okay, so...
You must be sister.
Oh my god.
I'll read signs from your guts.
Okay, so that did alert you. Okay. Well, now I have an attempt to do this without accidentally teleporting immediately behind one of the enemies.
One of my dear sisters has wandered away from me.
So now, make sure I'm there. Everyone's cool. I can teleport on top of this? Can I? No. Does that alert all of you?
Be thorough. We must make sure.
Okay, so I can... Ah, no, they spotted me.
He will not
Alright, so I need to find a way to get past this then.
Over here.
We'll burn you to ashes.
Maybe...
Suffer, little toad.
I need to just teleport on top of this lamp is what I need to do. Disable the tripwire. Man, it's really like they give me a lot of time. Can I just say... Hey, here's the gallery. Oh no, I'm sure this would be a lot more impactful if I was encountering this when I was supposed to. My health is low, it's true. Okay. One more time. Third time's the charm. We've got it this time. We know the plan.
One of my dear sisters has wandered away from me.
Need to go up here on top of this lamp. Disable the device. And now we're A-okay. Alright, next disarmament. We'll go here. And here. And that should... No. No, we still have you. Okay. My plan then is this. Teleport over top. That should be something I can do. Maybe not. What about if I just...
It pains me that I cannot be at Delilah's side during the final moments of the ritual. She's alone. What if something goes wrong? Who will help her? Doesn't it worry you?
You underestimate our great lady's resourcefulness. She is not alone.
Oh?
Not entirely.
The statues. Of course.
They're more than statues. She's
I knew it.
powerful
I
in
knew there was something with the
and
statues.
in a void, their power is much greater. Do not fret, sweet Tilda. Lady Delilah needs you to be strong and steadfast. This is no time to wilt like a summer daisy.
I won't. Forgive me, sister. You're right.
Okay. Nice. I imagine the next task is going to be dealing with these two. Alright, what's the situation? I think...
One of my dear sisters has wandered away from here.
So long as we can... move around, we should be okay. Yeah. You do that, that's fine. Let's get a read on these... paths. Paths. Oh, you come up here. Well, damn. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I've already found it. Maybe I can try darting these guys. Bam. Where are you? There you are. Nope. Hey. I can dart you, right? Looks like there should be more of you. Yes, there they are. Teleport's behind me, again. Is that it? Nasty tentacle things where the flamethrower at? Unfortunately, the game does not give me a flamethrower. Yeah, okay, so that's just, that's easy enough to deal with the darts. Okay. Wow, look at all this. These runes. Rat with a knife. Two crisscrossing sights. Looks like more elaborate zodiac there. Writing all over everything. Rat that's splayed out with a ribbon, a skull, gotta have some skulls, another rat with a knife, bone with the sun. I'm presuming. Oh my god, so much processed whale oil. Delilah's notes, alright. Bray gives you a flamethrower, and that clearly shows the evolution of Arcane Studios. Brunhilde came to me last night while I was in my studio in the West Wing, finishing the ritual painting of young Lady Emily. She informed me that one of our girls allowed herself to get caught and interrogated at Coldridge Prison. Nevertheless, it seems Dowd is oblivious to my plans. Well, not anymore. Where it opened, I entered. Whoa. Enter the painting. What? Oh my god. Okay. Let's enter the painting. I feel like we're past infiltrating Brigmore Manor at this point. Oh, hi.
You have many talents, Dad.
Thank you.
And they've served you. Delilah's talents are quite different.
How so?
She creates images, but she does more. She captures spirit.
Right.
She insinuates her will into her subject, whatever it is. We're witnessing her masterpiece, and perhaps yours as well. I gave you Delilah's name,
Right.
and you followed it to this moment.
Why did you do
You
that?
see now what hangs in the balance. Emily's life, Delilah's ambition, an empire in the act of crumbling.
Why did you...
In your
give me
long
that?
life, I've rarely seen you act with such consummate grace. I give my marks sparingly, and I don't play favorites, but I will watch this with unusual attention.
We'll be watching your career with great interest. Okay. So he wants to save Emily? Why? Why? So are the witches and the outsider not exactly aligned? I mean, this is maybe lore that I... Whoa, boy. That's deeper than I thought it was.
The void. Time to see what you've really got, Delilah.
I am approaching this cautiously. Delilah's ritual site. It's one of her statues, okay. Why is the outsider trying to save Emily so much? I mean, clearly he worked with Dowd to do it. He worked with Corvo to do it. So I have to assume that whatever plan he has, it involves Emily somehow. Oh shit. No wonder it keeps flashing around. I did it. I did the thing. Oh my god, there's a lot of Delilahs.
Are you afraid of me, Dowd? You should be.
Thankfully, I came with more than one dart.
It's you, Dowd. No one else was even close to finding.
Uh-oh. Thankfully, you came with more than one Delilah.
Come out.
So is that not the right Delilah? How many Delilahs?
Are all artists narcissists?
A little bit.
Come out.
Did it work? Why does it sound like it didn't work? I rendered her unconscious. I did it. I have so many darts. Never go up against a dart man. So do I like destroy this or what? Suitable replacement painting. Hello. Yes, if I send her into some other body, she will at least not be stealing Emily's.
Delilah's work. She's been busy.
Whoop, okay. Think you need to dip them into poison? I mean, tranquilizer's a kind of poison. It's just a non-lethal poison. My favorite type of poison. Alright. I probably could have just left you there, Delilah, but whatever. Replace the painting. Alright, so you're gonna be, I presume, trapped in this realm for all eternity.
The last part of Delilah's ritual. Just gibberish. Unless I finish the other ritual steps first.
Read the ritual notes, okay. I would like to read the ritual notes, can I not? Okay. Place Delilah on the altar. Why will you not let me read this? Let me read the notes. Alright, I think it's... I think it's glitching out a little bit. No, I want murder. Well, you can have your murder on your own playthrough. How about that, monkey? You complete the ritual. How do I complete the ritual? Oh, do I do this? Yes, okay.
Paint flows. Blood flows. Life goes. Out with the old. In with the new. You've lived in these bones long enough.
I'll find you. I will not be beaten. First you fall. I will not.
I think you will. Well, at least for now. Alright. We did it. God knows where she is now. I have a sinking feeling we've not seen the last of Delilah. Target rescued. Emily, we did it. And didn't kill anyone. I think I do own the game? Well. You know what you need to do.
No one will ever know exactly what it took to save Emily Caldwin from a living death as Delilah's puppet. No one except the outsider, who watches everything.
Yeah, why?
Thinks his own dark thoughts and speaks to few in any generation. I've learned that our choices always matter. To someone. Somewhere. And sooner or later, in ways we can't always fathom, the consequences come back to us. I came from Serkonos to Dunwall as a boy. Made my living as a killer. One of the few who've heard the outsider's voice. I murdered an empress, but saved her daughter, who will one day rule the Empire. Those were my choices. I'm ready for what comes.
And I saved him too.
I have one more surprise for you. I asked for my life. When I killed your empress and took her daughter, something broke inside me. Now I want nothing but to leave this city and fade from the memory of those who reside here. I've had enough killing. So my life is in your hands. Make
Will
your
it take
choice.
into account what I did?
You make an eloquent plea for a man with innocent blood on his hands.
Hello,
It's
outsider?
a shame Corvo doesn't know the real story, isn't it? How in these last days you passed through Coldridge Prison like a shadow, dared the tangles of Dunwall's underworld, and walked out unscathed, outwitted one of the greatest witches in a generation, all with consummate care and skill. How you saved Emily Caldwin, daughter of the Empress, first of her name, and no one will ever know. But how does it end for Dowd, the hired killer, the murderer?
I am curious
The savior
myself.
of the
How will it
Empire.
choose to do this? How will it
It's up
implement
to
this?
Corvo now.
Will it just go off of chaos, or will it know what I did? Well, either way, it chose what I chose in the game. Complete the Brimore Witches in low chaos. Hell yeah, alright. Okay. That was a really cool DLC. The DLCs for this game have been really neat. This one wasn't as bad. This one wasn't as bad as the first one, difficulty-wise. They were both very good quality-wise, but difficulty-wise, the first one, the Knife of Dunwall, was a bit absurd. Hooray! We did it! We have officially beaten all of Dishonored 1 now. Pat yourselves on the back, chat. We did it. Oh, I didn't get to use that ability very much. Yeah, the pull ability. Wow. The hounds, man, the hounds were a very unsettling enemy. And quite difficult to navigate around. Now time to start our Souls arc? No, now time to start Dishonored 2, which I just downloaded because I realized we probably would get through the rest of the DLC today. So we are jumping right in to Dishonored 2. I'm very excited about. Dowd. Billy Lush is such a cool name. I like that name. Celebrity acquisition. What a title. So yeah. Dishonored, thumbs up from me. I guess I should, I don't know, change the stream title? Or add on to it, maybe? No, I'll change it. I'll change the stream title. And we'll go and say Dishonored 2. Dishonored. We're moving on to the sequel, baby! I don't think the going live notification will matter, but there we go. Music's getting spooky. Well, it's the witches, the Brigmore witches. It's witch music, right? Spooky witch music. I will. Should we? Yeah, we'll let the credits play out. We'll let the credits play out. Executive chef? Dude, I want an executive chef. I'm trying to think if there's anything I need to do while we're watching the credits. I don't think there really is. Oh well, lots of things. Many notifications. There's a radiance event going on. Very nice. Yeah. Wait, no? I got you. Oh, no, it was announcing the Radiance event. That's what it was. Very cool. Very, very cool. Why do you need a chief to make game? I assume you mean a chef? I mean, if I assume you need a chief, like a director of some kind, but a chef? I mean, you gotta feed the executives, I guess. You can't just let the executives eat what everyone else eats. That would be cruel. That would be uncouth, even. Ah, the air conditioning is finally starting to work. It's cooling down a bit in here. It's very nice. Let's get some nuggies and we good. I have family member. Oh wait, I should change the game category too. I have family members who work in the film industry, and so okay, we'll switch that. Cool. And I've gotten to be on set a couple times for the craft services, as it's called, when that comes out. The it varies a lot from production to production, like how in depth of a meal they give you. Because I forget exactly what the union rules are for how many meals you get in a certain amount of time. I think it's like every X number of hours that you're working, you need a meal, according to union rules. Playtesters? Wow, only 3 playtesters? Huh. Well, very well done. hell of a team of playtesters. But yeah, I've seen craft services where they'll give you like entire meals prepared by somebody. I've seen craft services where they'll like cater from Chipotle. It really kind of varies depending on the budget and where you are, like what kind of access you have to food in the area where you're filming. But being that Arcane Studios is a... Hello? Huh. Okay. What, are they serving you crab at making films? I've never seen that. I've never seen crab. Back to the main menu, I guess. And let me actually come over here while I change games, just in case. Wow, I so very rarely get to see this screen. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the chat screen. While I go and switch over to Dishonored 2. Now, just looking at the screenshots of this thing, using Steam input, your DualSense controller isn't supported by the game. Translate the device to be able to play the game. Okay. Game will use the official layout. Very nice. Launch the executable, please. I have small text, maybe hard to read the screen. Okay. Launching executable, please. Launch the executable. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. It's not launching the executable. We may be postponing this until next week so that I can figure out what the problem was. Darn. I mean, I guess... I don't know, is there something else I can play? Why is this not working? This device, play. What's wrong? You know what? The first game kind of had this problem, so I'm going to try something. Instead of using the controller, I'm going to bring my mouse over and see if that helps in any way. Because the first game got very angry when you tried to launch it with a controller. I think something has gone awry. It's not letting me play it. Oh well. I guess... Well, I am not doing Dishonored 2 today, I think. I guess I could look up. Maybe try and find a solution to this, if you'll pardon my investigation. Executable, not opening. Does it need updates? It's running, syncing. I wonder if there's like settings that I need to change. What do I do if it won't? What do I do if Dishonored 2 won't launch from Steam? That seems like a good place to start. I apologize for the complete lack of music and ambiance. Okay, let's try going to the settings. Properties. Compatibility is not a tab that exists. Local files, maybe? Run and verify the integrity of the files, I guess. This might impact OBS a little bit here. Let's hope it does not. We do be in space. Music does not exist. This is true. We're in the vacuum. We're just going to have to deal with it. All right. Verify the integrity of the files. That seems fine. 42 gigabytes. That's, you know, it's a not insubstantial game. I don't know. Maybe maybe 42 gigabytes is small by today's standards, but I still think it's quite large. Is that much because it's got DLC built in? Oh, really? I didn't know that. All right, we're at 90% verification. 95. Killing Floor 2, that game's 130 gigabytes? Jesus Christ. All right, successfully validated. Maybe I should have this open in desktop mode. All right, we'll just do this. We'll do this normal-like. Update. Cyberpunk, stop updating. I told you to stop updating. I told you not to do this, Cyberpunk. I told you. I don't suppose running from big picture mode would give me anything more. Or not big picture mode. I wonder if running from just regular desktop would give me anything. Stop, play, up to date. Nope, it just doesn't work. OBS did not like what you did? Oh. What? Yeah, it's because the, it started downloading an update for Cyberpunk automatically. So I think OBS got a little bit angry at me. Am I all right now? Testing, testing. Well, we're... Could have just been mobile? It's probably... It's I can definitely see drop frames on my end. I throw blame to it all the time. I mean, it's not a bad guess. Steam library, properties, local files. There is no local files tab. Okay. I'm going to put you over there so I can still read the chat while this is happening. And properties, local files. It seems like installed files would be the... Wait, what's the... Manage, I think? Browse local files is what they want. Yes, they moved that. God, I want to play Dark Souls. You can play Dark Souls. I won't stop you. I can't. Don't think I'll be able to download anything else. Because as you can clearly see, the stream utterly collapses if something downloads. Click it and go to Properties. Oh, this might be an old operating system as well. Run as administrator. Yes. Can I run as administrator? Does that work? Will you let me do this? It's thinking. It's not doing anything. Blast. Oh, restart Steam. Okay, we can restart Steam. We can do that. Steam is down. Let's restart it. Actually, I should... Does it have a specific restart command? I don't think it does. It's not like that. Okay, so I'm just assuming that's not going to work. Run Steam as administrator. Oh, right. I also need to run Steam as administrator. Okay, well, where's Steam? Where do I have Steam stored on my desktop? Do I have Steam stored on my desktop? I don't think I do. Huh. Well, let's find Steam. What file would that be in? This PC, surely. This is Steam. Where is Steam? There's Steam. Can I not open this? Oh, properties? Compatibility. There's no compatibility. All of this advice is written for an operating system that I'm not using. Okay, time to switch tutorials. That's what this has become. All right. I think this is a problem that I need to solve on my own later. So, in the absence of this, what do we want to do? Do we want to just call it early today? We could just call it early today. But that's no fun. I could... I could do some art. It's been a while since I did an art stream. We can manage an art stream today. Absolutely, we can do that. Not even 2 hours shaking my... I know, it sucks. It sucks so bad. Hello, Dids. We are experiencing technical difficulties. starting Dishonored 2. It does not appear to want to cooperate with us, so I think instead we might just switch over to doing an art stream. We might just do this. It does suck, yeah. I'm gonna try and figure out what is the issue after stream, because I have time to do that. Since it is a Steins Gateless Saturday, I have to find something to do, and I think I will be troubleshooting Dishonored 2. Alright, so unfortunately, because of the way that I have this set up, I'm not going to be able to... Well, maybe I could. Hold on. Will you do this? Will you fit? I doubt you'll fit, but we'll try. Will you fit over top of this? Oh my god. You actually will fit. This will work. Okay. Alright. I've got plans. I've got notions. Let me change the rest of the title again, because support. And we'll change the category to art. Ba-bam. All right. Well, that title didn't last very long. All right, I need to do a quick switcheroo here in the background. Okay. While I do that, actually, let's get some music. Let me get some music on in the background for you so that we can at least have something entertaining you. I believe that I have a source ready for this. It's been a while since I've had to use it. Let's see. Device. No. Not that. Never that. Is it over in... Don't worry, you're gonna see files. There's nothing compromising here. Is it over here? It is over here. That's what I want to see. I want to see that. I want you to... Sus, where's the sus? No sus on this computer. Just games. You can see all of the games that I have installed on this computer, which is a little bit funny. It's a little bit funny. Arc sound is there. Everything else, alerts. Oh, arc sound, that's what it is. You do icons for your games? Well, normally I have it in Steam big picture mode. So I don't usually see the desktop, truth be told. All right, I don't need you. Arc sound is fine. So we should, I think, be okay. I just want to be double, triple sure. Those all go to track 6 and track 1. Why is VTuber on so many different tracks? There's no need for that. I never use picture mode. I like it because what I want is a video game console, really. I don't use the PC for much of anything besides games, so it's effectively just a console for me. So I might as well configure it like a console. All right. Arc, what do we got? Let's try smooth jazz. Relaxing jazz music at cozy coffee shop ambience. Relaxing jazz instrumental music for studying work. Hello. Thanks. All right, let's adjust that audio. How's that? Do we hear that? We don't hear that. Why do we not hear that? Arc sound. Ah, there we go. All right. Smooth jazz music. Everyone okay with that? All right. I think just while I've got the manipulations going on backstage, I'll have the screen up just so that you're not constantly staring at uninteresting things. Or, well, I guess you're staring at a gray screen. That's pretty uninteresting. Whatever. Deal with it. All right, I can close this PC down because I'm not using it right now. See, problem is I forget how to close this down without. There we go. Okay. Okay. It's so quiet. I'm not used to it being this quiet. Streaming. Put you in here. One presumes that will be enough. Microsoft's next console is going to be set up like a PC, so backwards. It's really... I am a fan of dedicated machines that have specific purposes. I'm becoming more and more a fan of this as I get older, and I don't want to be spending all my time sitting at the same desk. All right. I think that should work. Let's see. Haha, we did it. All's in order. All is right in God's kingdom. All right. So, welcome to Procreate. This is my current painting app of choice. I go back and forth a lot. I just like this one because it's convenient to tote around with me, and also because it is quite powerful, and I like the touch-based interface. Which actually, I think... I mean, this is fine, but I can, for the sake of... wait, where's the option? Preferences? There it is. I can instead do this thing where you don't see the actual interface of Procreate, you just see the painting, and, you know, if I... Let me add a new layer here. That's not where I wanted it to be. Add a new layer here. If I just take this and, you know, start drawing on it, you see the painting in its entirety, but now I'm zoomed in. I've pinched and I've zoomed in to a closer location, but you can't see that because all it's doing is just showing the canvas in its entirety. I'm not sure which of these is actually preferable to watch, so what do you think? Do you think you would prefer this sort of, you know, bird's eye view of the canvas, or would you prefer the actual, like, interface version where you can see me, like, zooming and twisting and doing all these manipulations? Because I go back and forth. I'm not sure. A part of me thinks that the interface might actually be more interesting. I don't know. The other aspect of this is the bit where you get to see all, as in like, what do you mean? Can you clarify? Do you mean like all of the interface, or just the full painting? I guess I should be more specific. When I show you the full painting without the interface and it just stays at full scale, that's called projecting the canvas. This is not projecting the canvas. This is just straight up what I see on my iPad. So do you think I should project the canvas or not? What I'm most scared of in all of this is that this music is going to immediately turn into an ad and startle me. With UI? Okay, I can do that. I can go out here. I can go to, I don't know. I feel like I drew this sketch the other day of a planet. You want to do some planet stuff? We can do planet stuff. I'll paint a planet. God, the tracking is having trouble. I've got it in a little bit of an awkward position. All right, so right now I've just got an outline. I could, for the sake of ease, I think I'll change the outline color. All these should be fine. Is the planet going to have fire-breathing chickens? Monkey, what is that a reference to? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, actually, I just noticed. I could... What I could do is set up a separate video capture. Could I duplicate this? No, no, it's not worth it. Let's not go into, because I'm just gonna move this over a little bit. Oh, that's the wrong interface. Ha ha ha. Very funny. Video capture, that's what I want. I can move this over here so that you can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. I do, however, unfortunately have a giant void behind me. No reference, I just like to know that there will be chickens that breathe fire. You know what? We can do that. We can have chickens that breathe fire on this planet. That is completely within our power as artists. Because that's the nice thing about art, is you can make it exactly as you wish. So what I think I'll do is I'll turn this into an alpha lock. I will start painting black just to change the color of this so that we can use it as a multiply layer for line reference later. We could use it as a multiply layer with any color, I suppose, but black is easier. We have an ad coming in 3 minutes, everybody. Brace yourselves for that. All right. So we can have, we can have this set as a multiply layer, the entire operation. That'll just make it so it effectively shades everything beneath it. The art life is never for me. I'm sure you have your own kinds of art, Monkey. Everyone has their own kind of creative practice. Okay, will automatic work for this? Oh god, wrong layer. Yeah, okay. Invert. We'll keep that as our selection. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Paint it all blue. Actually, that's the selection. But we can do blue. We can do blue. I like a good blue. good base for a planet, I'd say. Do a fill here. I don't know. That feels right. Oh, yep, there's the ad. Can you tell that I am using the free version of YouTube? That's 10 minutes. That's not looking good for how often an ad comes up. Oh, I could reopen Spotify, but who has the time? I don't know. Because what we're kind of going for is sort of muted midtones, which we can then alter later on. Actually, thinking about it now, I can move the face camera a little bit more like this. Is there a comfortable way to position you? I mean, that's okay. That's okay. I loved the YouTube music till I found it's almost 30 a month. It's insane, the price. Dude, subscriptions are the worst. I realize that's weird to say given what I'm currently doing, but man, subscriptions are the worst. Okay, so we don't want to go like fully saturated, I think, for this. That's a little too intense. Doesn't give us much wiggle room. So I think probably something like this. That might be exactly the same shade. Not quite exactly, but for the ocean, we might actually want to go a little bit darker. So now the question is, we need to decide which is going to be the ocean and which is not. Which is going to be the ocean and which is going to be the land. Because it could go either way. So let's... Yeah. With regards to subscriptions... Oh, there's the ad. With regards to subscriptions, you can subscribe to avoid the ads. He said, shamelessly shilling. No, do not... Don't pay for an ad unless it's... Excuse me, don't pay for subscription unless it's something you actually want to do. There are other ways to get around ads. The point of a subscription should be support. And that is always voluntary. I don't like that they hide the ads behind it. Or the ad-free viewing behind it. I guess it's sort of inevitable given the business model, but still sucks. So let's see. What do I want to do here? Let's... Are you using the YouTube Music app? Are you doing browser? It's just a browser. It's literally just I have YouTube pulled up in Arc, and I have an audio capture, which actually I should, for due diligence, check. Monkey, would you mind doing a quick clip just to check to see if the music is in the clip or not? We're aiming for the clip to not be in the music, because that means that I have this on the, don't have music in the VOD track. Would you mind just doing a quick clip and checking? It's kind of awkward to do from... Oh, wait, I can turn you off. Bum, 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 bum. What is... I have two options here. I can go here, right? Like these. Let's try that. And maybe... Nope, no music in the clip. Fantastic. That means everything's working correctly. It's going to be really boring if anybody watches a clip or a VOD of this, but just know that if you are doing that, in the background we just have some smooth jazz playing. I'm sure you can just Google smooth jazz if you want to line it up and get the full experience of the VOD after the fact. Okay, so in light of this, I think I will also put a clipping mask on here. And a clipping mask, for those who aren't aware, just lets you paint on a layer. Whoops, I have completely not changed the color is the problem. It lets you paint on a layer and not go over the layer that's beneath it, right? So it kind of keeps you in the lines of whatever stencil you're using as the layer beneath. Surprised mobile let me start making a clip. Mobile will let you do most things. It's just not very intuitive about it. All right, so let's try just bringing some of these colors out. And how does that look? This if we do it this way, this northern continent here, this one does look weirdly like North America. It has that kind of vague shape to it, right? Like you got the northeast corridor there. You've got like kind of the Great Lakes area here. That's literally Michigan. I've drawn Michigan. I've done this completely accidentally. There's Florida here, like Texas and Mexico here. Texaco is the general area, I call it. Yeah, you see Florida. I've drawn Michigan. I've just accidentally drawn the United States. That was a complete accident. It's Cuba. We can call this Cuba. Ort, hello, C. Hello. How are you doing today? We are indeed doing Ort. Wow, the capture comes across very very dim, actually. I wonder if this is just appearing more vibrant on my screen. I'll try and get it to match. Or, See, I'm reluctant because I'm using the same capture card that I use for my games, and I don't want to mess with the settings too much. Doing good, just got back from a graduation. Oh, yes, I remember. You posted a picture of not the ceremony, but the auditorium. How was it? I suppose I should also... Oh, sorry, I just noticed the layer below has green all over this blank area as well. That might be a problem later on. We'll see. Yeah, I definitely like the jaggedness that gives us. Okay, cool. Rainy and cold but good. Going fishing now? Oh. Wait, are you are you watching the stream while you're fishing? You know what? If that's true, you may have stumbled upon the good life, right? Just a nice spot to fish and watch stream. And you're listening to some Twitch, you're doing some fishing. Honestly, see, I think you may have cracked the secret to happiness. I think you found the perfect activity. Well, I am glad that I can keep you company during the fishing. I am just doing some chilling of my own now because, well, we finished the DLC of Dishonored, but the Dishonored 2 executable was not cooperating with us, and so I'm going to need to troubleshoot that off stream. So instead, we're doing art. And actually, I can change the background color to be more space-like. All right. So we've got the initials of the scene here. We've got the basic shapes roughed in. So now it's a matter of Oh, I didn't even think about that, actually. Okay, we can do a little bit of cleaning up there. That's fine. Because all this requires is an eraser. Is there anything I can do to make this not look hopelessly like the United States? Ah, an ad. Of course. Gotta going. Thank you for the stream and have a great day. Have a great day as well, Kixie. Thank you for stopping by and have a good stream. I am absolutely tumbling with devices to try and get past the ad. Get out of here. Thank you. So it does look like it's going to be roughly every 10 minutes I'm going to need to do that. Have a good day, Kixie. Okay. Is there like, I don't know, something I could do here on this level, maybe? Just like fiddling about with some of the, I don't know, that looks, it still looks a lot like the US. Whatever. We're going with it. We're riding with it. All right, so that gives us the horizon. Don't forget the stars. We could do the stars. I mean, we could do the stars now. That's fine. Let's see. We want to do white. And I don't know, let's see what kind of spattery brushes we have. Luminance? It's pretty luminant. What do we got here? Not quite the vibe we're going for. Spray paints, maybe? If I got like really okay, well this is it's not quite star looking, but I like the idea here. Right, so maybe we fiddle around with the brush and the brush settings. One thing I will say about Procreate is that its brush studio, its brush settings tab is very, very unintuitive. What a dense star cluster exactly. We are inside of a nebula right now. It's very unintuitive, the brush studio here. I could turn on the flow. Would that give me... No, that just makes you less intense. I would need to go over that more. Yeah, no, flow isn't the solution here. It's in the shape is the problem. Scatter. I mean, it kind of scatters. What is that even doing? Nah, I think this isn't the brush. I don't think this is the brush. Is there a similar brush that could... No, that's a different type of thing. Drip. What even? Oh, it's literally just... Well, in the luminance section, we've got this guy. That could work. Right? That's all over the place. The shape is just this, so it's just scattered all and about. Scatter just changes the rotation. That's so weird. All right, let's see how this looks. I could just like start peppering some of these in. Try and like get a homogeneous with it. Maybe alter size somewhat. I mean, that's maybe good enough for a first pass. We could come by and refine these later, but it gives us a nice base of filaments of stars to go with. Yeah, all right. Looking very space-like now. Yes, absolutely. Now, one of the things that I think really sells the look of a planet is its atmosphere. And that's something that I always need to look up reference for. Because I always forget what a planet looks like. Earth from space. We just need a look, a little look. Of how to sell the atmosphere. Right, yeah. Now I remember. You got... I wonder if I could actually use this layer for that. Hold on, we might be cooking. We might be cooking. I'll select this. Why are you white now? Whatever. Doesn't matter. If I feather this, that's pretty good looking there. Okay, and then I come in with some kind of, I don't know. We'll start blue and maybe go like bluish white. Oh, wait, I need to do that on a completely different layer is what I need to do. All right, get you. Come on. All right, I'll do that with my finger. That's fine. Bring you up here, take off the clipping mask, and now... How does that look? Does that extend further out than I want it to? That's interesting. Why does it extend further out than I want it to? Let's try again. Let's see if I've missed something. Feather this. Maybe I just haven't extended far enough out. Maybe that's what I need to do. Because it feels like it's restricting it to the inside of this layer. Oh, because it is, because I'm on the wrong layer. No, but even here it's restricting it. And what is this? What is this going on over here? No, something isn't behaving the way I'm expecting it to here. Yeah, so that's that. If I, that's the edge. If I feather that, what does it look like if I just, oops, I got rid of it completely. Feather, what does it look like if I just freehand this? Wait, what? Something I have fundamentally confused. Yep, I'm still on the wrong layer. Ha 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 ha. Alright. Feather the edge. I don't know. Maybe it's thinner than I expect it to be. Yeah, it's like maybe that thin. That is. Yeah. No, wait. I see it. I see it. It's showing up. I just need to be. Just need to be more intense about it. And then maybe I put this layer. Oh, congratulations. I need to. It's so jarring. It is so jarring. And by the time I get there, it's just the ad's over. The ads are too fast for me. All right, so we've got this. Maybe change that to a screen. I don't know if that makes a huge difference, but let's see. Yeah. There's that, but the problem is we want this to be no music services. I know that's free. Yeah. An iPod, an old iPod is the is the only way. Bring back old iPods. Unless you have a massive Apple Music library. I don't have a massive Apple Music library. Also, get rid of the clipping mask. That's the part we want. Let's go here and just like bring this edge in a little bit. I should probably be doing this with a soft brush now that I'm thinking about it. It's the only way that's going to make sense. The iPod was my friend in high school. The iPod was everyone's friend. Everyone likes the iPod. No one likes to admit that they liked the iPod, but everyone likes the iPod. I should really just duplicate you and have a soft version. Okay, we'll call you soft round 55 1. Okay, and then we'll just change the shape to soft. Done. Excellent. Just get you and just give you a little bit of a feathered edge there. That's okay. That's reasonably smooth. I could probably go smoother than that. Are iPods even in production? That's a good question. Are iPods even in production? We go, Apple still has a website. Do you still have iPods? Doubt you do. Store, Mac, iPad, iPhone, Watch, Vision, AirPods, TV and home, entertainment, accessories. I don't think so. I don't think they make the iPod anymore. Sad. Tragic. Oh. Well, in the absence of being able to do anything there. Actually, no, now that I have the soft brush, let me try this again. Let me try doing the selection feathering trick. Good here, feather here. And then maybe we just like, boom. Yeah, that didn't quite work. Right, because I need to be on this layer, duh. Oh, we're not that soft, honestly. Maybe can we go even... Oh yeah, because I'm on the hard brush. That'll do it. Me sitting here. Wow, this is a really hard brush on the hard brush. All right, that gives us a bit of the atmospheric look. Playing with any of these blending modes help with the atmospheric look. Just to see. I don't think it's normal or screen, I think, and I think let's go with normal for now. I can, however, I can keep doing this and I can kind of vary up the feather to make it more or less intense. Once again, wrong layer. Bugger me. Examine this from afar and see if the general effect still reads. Kind of. I can play around with it. We're just getting started. You can always change everything after the fact. That's the nice thing about digital art, is you are not bound to any particular configuration. No mistake is unfixable in digital art. I honestly think we might want to go even darker and more saturated with the green on this. Nope, that's not the right layer. That's the right layer. And then maybe... I'm just looking at a reference image of Earth. Try and get a planet-like feel for it. Maybe we go like this. And maybe we desaturate slightly. And let's try I have a foliage brush here somewhere that I like using. Yeah, let's go here and just see what this looks like. You should be also clipped. Yeah. And it might be a little too foliagey. What we're looking for is just sort of like a very natural wrinkle pattern. Something like, yeah, something this way. But that green is too bright. We need to calm down with the green. Whoops. Bring you up a bit. Just give you a bit of texture. Texture. You're clipped. Why are you... Oh, you're clipped to that, right. How do you clip to an already clipped layer is the question. I don't know if I have the answer. What I do have is the ability to just color inside the lines. So I'll do that instead. Texture is a bit too large here, I think. And look, I've placed a mountain range right where the Appalachians are. God damn it. I just keep making the US. Nobody can stop me. You can't stop me from making the US. I mean, that's a decent enough pattern, but I want to see what else we got here. Maybe Spires 1? Hmm. Is that what I want to do, Liberty Mutual? Is that what I want to do? Is that what I really want to do? I think you may have underestimated me. There we go. Back to jazz. Hi, Jack. You came in just... If ads on Twitch weren't enough, ads on the music track. Save? I think the benefit here is that this auto saves. But I can double check. Yes, this does autosave. Sorry about that. Let me refund you those points, Jack. Can I do that? I think I can do that somewhere. Where's the option for that? Ah. I'm sorry, Jack. I don't know how to fix that. Also, my tracking has not been working this entire time. Let's go onto the Twitch app and see if it lets me do that. One thing, I got turbo, so no ad sama for me. Oh. Congratulations. That's an excellent decision on your part. Can I find the redeems? Those are predictions. Nope. Oh no, I've also been shirking my ad queue responsibilities. All right, I'm sorry. We'll have to leave it that way. That's how it's going to be. Sorry about that, Jack. uh Boom 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 boom. Bum, 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 bum. What a lovely mix we have to keep us company. And hello, Jack. How are you doing today? I didn't get a chance to formally say hi because I was fighting an advertisement. I think what the situation calls for is just throwing this all over the place. Now, one thing I do notice in this reference image of Earth is the coastline appears to be a little bit brighter on the green and a little bit darker on the blue. So maybe we try and pull that off as well. Throw some extra stuff there. Now, what I'm noticing is that because of the grain, I do have more than 11k here, so one lost 100 is fine. Thank you for your understanding, Jack. I do need to clear out my redeem queue. So one thing I'm noticing is that the grain is making it look like the sun is coming from like this direction. Right? That's what that would seem to imply. If that's the case, we want to focus our atmosphere in a different direction. So let's go here. Let's smooth you out a little bit. That's fine. Maybe add a bit of you atmosphere color. That's too much. That's way too much. Bring the opacity down. Control yourself, atmosphere. Oh, thank you very much, Jack. You're very kind. I am here because Dishonored wasn't cooperating, or Dishonored 2 wasn't cooperating with us. That looks, that's fine. And so I need to do some troubleshooting off stream. And so I think maybe for another half hour at least, we'll go here and then we'll raid out. Yeah, it was rather unfortunate. I don't even know what was going wrong. It didn't even give me an error message or anything. It just wouldn't start on Steam. So I wonder if screen might be more color accurate. Maybe, maybe not. Try and get that closer to the curvature there. Maybe if I... What happens if I duplicate this? Let's try it out. Well, it's certainly brighter. Yeah, no, it just wouldn't, like, I would click play and it would, spin the wheel for a little bit and then it would just not activate. And it's a very odd error. I don't know what it was. Yeah, it's very odd. Very odd. So we're just gonna press on, do a little art today, and then once stream is over, I will do some troubleshooting, try and get that fixed for next time. And hopefully get that up and running in time for stream. So one of the troubles here is that this landscape is very uniform. It's all green, you know what I mean? Maybe a variation in color could do us some good. Right, let's merge down and have a single atmosphere layer there. We can always mess with the intensity by just adjusting the opacity of that layer. That'll be fine. But let's turn this up for a second and see what we want to do about the color in this layer. Let's alpha lock that so we don't change the general shape of the place. But then let's experiment with some color. If we want to go for a desert area, we're going like orangish brown. Actually, that works pretty well. Let's see, how do we want to create this? What kind of thing would make the landscape look natural? Well, let's try and just see if Kind of natural. I'm thinking we might want something else for that. Clay? Clay is like desert. It is also apparently black for reasons I don't fully understand. That's a normal. That's that. Is that just what clay does? Do I have you set to multiply in here somewhere? I do, for some reason. That must have been a previous project. Usually when I get that error, it means my PC is incompatible with said game, but I 100% doubt that's the issue since you've played it on stream before. No. I haven't played Dishonored 2 before. I've played Dishonored 1. And today I was just going to start Dishonored 2 because we'd finished all of the DLC. And I figured just head straight into Dishonored 2. But when I started it, it didn't do anything. It just didn't activate and brought me back to the play button. So it could be, maybe. Oh my god, thank you, Grammarly. I don't know what I would do without you. With my everyday apps? Are you sure? All of them? Is that even possible? The VOD viewers, if anybody ever watches the VODs of this, they're gonna be so confused about how I just go insane every 10 minutes in anger at a mysterious voice that doesn't exist. They can replicate the music. They can't replicate the ads. I'm gonna look like a madman. Nobody's gonna watch the VOD of this. Alright, so let's... What kind of desert do we want to build here? Maybe we come up here a little bit through this ridge. Just scribbling stuff in there. Imagine this VOD gets most views, then I have officially no read on what people want. I have no read on the pulse of my viewers. I don't know, that could be a desert, right? I need to have some, like, spindly offshoots or something. It can't be so natural, you know? You gotta have some disarray to it. Little patches here and there. Oh, part of this actually might be... Yeah. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Actually, if I set you to multiply, does that... That does help a little bit, actually. Weirdly, that helps. We're all insane in one sense or another. Normal is the new boring. You know what? This may be true, but I would like to live in more boring times, personally. I'm tired of living in interesting times, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. Alright. Back to work. Maybe we, like, come over here and give you a little scribbles. Give some scribbles to rough up these edges a little bit. Not make them so clean. Press down. That's like almost complete desert there on that side of the shore. What is... I don't know how to interpret this sequence of emotes, Jack. Oh, yeah. No, it's cursed and it's ew. The times they are cursed. It's very true. Oh, all I saw was a smile. Wait a minute, why is the smile cursed? What is this? Sylvana, why are you smiling at the curse? You've all gone completely off the rails. I can't with you. I do love the like eye mouth eye emote combo sequence. She's a witch. Ah, fair enough. Witches do curses. You know what? I can't even deny it. You've got me. You've got me there. Maybe I should have some like inroads here, like some little spindles inside. And for that matter, maybe I should have some variation on the color here a little bit, just to give it a little bit more pizzazz, you know? You know what's hilarious? What's hilarious, Jack? I always want to know what's hilarious so that I can be in the loop. I'm gonna bring you down even further. Really like needle in some detail here. This desert power, my dune. That Dima cursed. I I'm picturing like a back and forth, like cutting back and forth between their two faces. That's what's in my head. It's funny. I like it. That's good. Good job. Good job, Jay. What does rainforest look like up here? That feels like it's way too cloud-ish. Yeah, I don't think that's I think we're saving that for the clouds. Oh, and the just absolutely harrowing emote. All right. I think I've actually gone a little bit too bright with this sand color. I think I need to go like it's like weirdly more orange. Like, is that the move? Methinks it may be so. Give me clay. Clay. Yeah. This is looking promising. Just need to like go over these areas a bit more. That's looking better. Because there are some brighter, lighter patches on Earth, but don't thank my insanity. That's how I get my curse ideas. It's an art form, is what it is. We're doing art right now. This is an art stream. This is your art. Crafting hilarious emote sequence combinations. You must take pride in your craft. Okay, that kind of looks like junk on the edge here. In its entirety, it looks like this, and that's too bright. First off, we need to calm that down. Let's actually, what we'll do here is let's apply a hue, saturation, brightness thing. Alteration. Bring the saturation down a bit. Does shifting the hue do anything for me? Not particularly. All right, so that's fine. Anything can be cursed. Anything can be a cursed emote if given enough combos. That's true. What is this? What have you... What? Why the long face, indeed? That's my question. You can't steal my question like that, monkey. That's plagiarism. You can't do this to me. Do you know how much I sacrificed? Uh... Maybe a little bit of just soft treatment here on the multiply layer. Why? Why should I? I'm glad. I hope you're having a fantastic time. All right, back to smooth jazz. Everything is cool. Everything is smooth. Everything's all right. I swear I get more than 6 hours of sleep a week. See, the first time I read that, I thought it said 6 hours of sleep a day, and I'm just like, good, that's normal. That's like a healthy amount of sleep to get. But then you said 6 hours of sleep a week, and now I'm suspicious. Now I'm a little bit worried about you, Jack. Should I desaturate this more? I don't know. Oh, well, I'm there first of all. So let's... I think what I need to do is maybe have a dedicated multiply layer here to just shading the planet and seeing what that gets me. Right, because we know this, it's a sphere. We're gonna have more shading down here in this corner. In this corner. All right, so like remember your fundamentals, kids. You got you're shading a sphere. This is kind of what you got. You probably also need some shading. That's fine. All in the name of chaos. Oh my god, what have you done? What have you done, Jack? What have you created? I looking like a good piece so far. Thank you. Thank you. I it's just a matter of chipping away. Are you doing atomic? Oh, okay. Thank you. I do appreciate the clarification. You know what? Jack's piece is also very good, if a bit surrealist, which is not always my jam. But Jack, you are a master of your craft, whatever it is. And let me try liquefying this, and maybe no. A bigger size. We'll just like tweak this around until it looks roughly spherical the way it's supposed to. That's fine. I almost wonder if we should cut off more of that. I'm laughing my ass off right now. Well, then it is successful. You have done art correctly. If you can't enjoy your own art, what are you even doing? Oh, you're weirdly opaque. I don't remember putting you like that. Maybe it saves independent settings on the brush and the eraser. That seems like something it would do. Okay, so we've got our two shading layers there. What I think I'll do now is I'll just go around the outline of these continents, and in the blue I'll make it darker, and in the green I'll make it a little bit brighter. Because that's what it looks like it's doing on the reference image that I'm looking at. Dare I dare I do it just like on no, be smart. Do a multiply layer. Don't take shortcuts. I mean, I think that works, but I want a more controlled brush than that. So if I go like so, and this is obviously way darker than it needs to be, but we'll get there in a second. We'll just like outline these. Over here in this kind of bay area, which is actually the Great Lakes, but don't worry about it. Because I have accidentally created the United States subconsciously. I didn't even do this today. Like I made this outline while I was doing something else. I wasn't even thinking about it. How does that look? I think I might want that to be a little, yeah. Right, right. Oh. Just get some like, maybe I should try and get more like little spindly patterns along the edge here. Sorry, it keeps losing track of me because it's not in front of me, the VTuber. Oh, we have an ad in 3 minutes, everybody. Brace yourselves. An actual ad, not the surprise Spotify ones. Not Spotify, YouTube. My art scares even Cthulhu. The last priest sealed my art with his life and left Cthulhu with PTSD in a corner at the sight of my art. No, no quotes. That's art. Art, you can scare with art, but it is art. The priest, he just wasn't cut out for it. Wasn't ready for your auteur genius. Maybe get a little bit of this guy, a little bit like that. Yeah. That's looking pretty good. Just along the lines here, just get them real messy and awkward and unpredictable. Oops, don't want to do that. Okay, come along and just chiseling out these shorelines a bit. You can tell Jack, he's very happy. He's into it. He is thrilled to have the opportunity to do his craft, as all artists are. Okay, well, that's that outline. So we're going to bring this down quite a bit, actually. And maybe even change the blending mode to something that's a little bit overlay, maybe? Maybe overlay? I eat your art? You can't eat a planet? That's evil. You can't just eat a whole planet, Jack. First of all, it's very unhealthy for you. And second of all, what are the people on the planet gonna think? Well, I mean, for the time that they can. Okay, I think that when you're, I mean, when you gotta eat, you gotta eat. I finally, I have had a Popeyes across the street from me for like half a year at this point, probably more than that. And I finally, the other day, just went over and got some Popeyes. I have not had Popeyes in forever. I think I've had Popeyes like maybe once in my life before going and getting it. Um, it was good. I liked it. I liked the Popeyes. Yeah, I think maybe something like that. Maybe that looks good. I ate a planet once before and I'll do it again. All right, I didn't know your origins, Jack. I wasn't aware of your game. You can't see it right now, but I got my hands up. I I'll stay out of your way, Jack. I've never had Popeyes. It's weird. I've had Popeyes around me before, and I don't know. I just never had it. It like growing up in my adult life. It's just not someplace I went a bunch. But I went there the other day, and it was really good. All right, add in two, one, and we're back. Welcome back, everybody. I have the sneaking suspicion that we're about to get hit with a YouTube ad pretty soon. KFC is better than Popeyes. See, I don't usually go for like straight fried chicken. I went to Popeyes and I got the chicken sandwich. And I'm not a huge like bone in fried chicken guy. I usually prefer my chicken boneless. So when it comes to KFC versus Popeyes for the fried chicken itself, I don't have particularly strong opinions. But as far as the chicken sandwich goes, I've never had a chicken sandwich from KFC. I've only had Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, I've had Popeye's chicken sandwich, I've had McDonald's chicken sandwich, I've had local chicken sandwiches. Chicken sandwich is probably one of my favorite things to eat, truth be told. And let's see. Chicken is my main thing so I don't flare up gout. Oh, really? Does chicken help with that? And then, okay, we'll take you and we'll do not a multiply layer, but the opposite of a multiply layer, which is an add layer or an overlay layer. Overlayer? Who knows? Not me. So let's see. Does that look acceptable? Kind of. Kind of looks acceptable. what I will do is use to my advantage. Chicken is not red meat. Ah, right. It's red meat that causes problems. I remember. So what I'll do here is I'll select you. I'll invert that. Wait. No, I think I leave this as it is. No, darn it. I got it mixed up. That's right. Yes. Yes, that's right. So what I'll do here now is I'll go back to this layer, the add layer, and we'll just go in and maybe, well, I guess we'll leave that. That's fine. Leave and rough this in just along the silhouette of the continent so we can have a bit of contrast for the transition to define the outlines here. Maybe I shouldn't have gone desert color for this. Whatever, I can change it. It's fine, I can always change it. I'll stretch and I'll hydrate. I will stretch and hydrate. Actually, we're getting near to the time when we're about to raid, so this is a good take care of yourself kind of care package. Thank you very much, Jack. I think once I finish the outline here, I'll raid out. Okay, so let's get this ready. If anyone has suggestions for people that we'd like to raid, I'm always all ears. What in the actual hell is that emote? Stab? What have I done to warrant this? What have I done to warrant your ire, Jack? I like that emote. It's very like, if I was doing a lethal run of Dishonored, that would be perfect. It's very like, it's not angry, it's like focused, you know? It's like it's they're not stabbing you out of some ill-considered thought process. It's very much like, this is my mission and I will complete it. Going around at the speed of sound. All right, just cleaning up. It looks like a spite stab. Yeah, I could also read it that way. I guess that's the sign of a good emote, is that you can use it in multiple instances. When I was designing the emotes on my channel, I kind of just wanted to like have one for each of the basic emotions, like the inside out textbook 101 core emotions, you know what I mean? And I think I got most of them. And then it was time for, obviously, you know, the fun emotes. The ones where oh my god, that's quite imposing. What? Whose emote is that? That is the gleam in the eye. Wow, that is a hell of an emote. I really dig the presence being conveyed by that one. All right, we get this little peninsula here. That's like a vacation spot. People don't actually live there. That's just where people have their summer homes. we're getting close to this outline here. Forgot that I added that bay. That's fine. Just a little bit of extra variety, a little bit of extra variation. All right. Oh, whoops. Can't forget the ones down here. These are in darkness, but they might still be relevant, so maybe just kind of rough those in there. Okay. That's... And believe it or not, that's not for city lights. That is for just a little bit of contrast on the edges of the continents. All right. That's not bad for a day's work. God damn it. Hate it. I hate ads. I hate ads. I hate ads. I hate ads so much. Okay. For now, I'll probably work on this more, but this is the end result of, I don't know, maybe an hour's worth of art stream. Ads are awful. They are my least favorite thing to watch. Just doing with the ads asking in sub to YouTube. I probably should at some point, but not today. All right. What we need to do today is figure out where we're going to raid. Oh boy, this is awkward. I need to move this out of the way. I need to get... That's gonna fall. Spite the ads. No. Spite the ads, you run a custom DNS. You run Pi-hole or some other ad blocker. That's how you spite the ads. Okay, who's on first? Who's on Twitch? Tell me. Twitch, reveal to me your offerings. Baw's streaming. We're going to Baw. I've made the executive decision. All right. Bang, I had someone. Okay, next time, save them. Save them, have them in the back pocket, because I always struggle a little bit to find someone to raid because I stream at weird times. So, always... She does not have alerts on? Okay, good to know. I will raid Baw Bunny. Right? B-A-W, all caps. Oh, wait, I should be careful. All caps. Baw Bunny. I don't know if the caps actually matter on Twitch, but here we go. Save the next person, Monkey. All right, we're going to raid that. We're going to get the raid messages out. Choose whichever you like. Thank you for joining me on this very unconventional episode of the stream. Hopefully by next week, I will have Dishonored 2 working properly. Thank you all for joining me for the art. Join me next time, which is going to be the same time, 1 p.m. EST, for Dishonored 2. I hope I can see you there. If not, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you for the compliments on the art, Jack, Monkey. You've been wonderful, and as always, stay true to yourselves, everyone.